Welcome to Garden-Wise Adventures. My name is Malie, and today it's time for another Plant of the Week video. This year we're concentrating on herbs, and today I wanted to talk about Anise Hyssop because mine is in full spectacular bloom and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now I live in Utah, zone 6/7, and Anise Hyssop is hardy through a lot of our zones. It's hardy from zone 3 to actually zone 11, so just about anywhere you live you can grow Anise Hyssop. Now Anise Hyssop is not really fussy about what it requires. It can take pretty dry soils, it can take moist soils, it could take cold weather, it could take hot weather. The only thing that it doesn't like is cold, wet soils. You can develop a little bit of rot for that. So let's look at Anise Hyssop and tell you why I like it and talk a little bit about its uses and how to grow it. So this is my Anise Hyssop plant, and I would just like to kick myself today. I was out here earlier in the morning. It was cloudy, it was beautiful, and it was perfect conditions for doing a video. You could see everything. There were a lot of the bees and pollinators out. And I hesitated for like an hour, and then it got really sunny, and now it's not as great conditions. And you can't see all the pollinators. There's not as many as there were. But one of the reasons why I love Anise Hyssop is that the bees and the pollinators absolutely love it. This right here, and he keeps moving. It's kind of hard to video them, but this is one of our carding wool bees. And they seem to absolutely love this plant. This morning I saw all sorts of things on here. There were honeybees, there were little predatory wasps and tachinid flies and all sorts of our native bees. There was a ton of pollinators on this plant. Not as many tonight, but there are some, as you could probably see them buzzing around. So this is one reason I absolutely love these plants, is the number of pollinators that go after them. You can see a little wasp right there. He's absolutely enjoying the flowers. So the pollinators love the flowers. That's one reason I love it. Another reason that I love it is its ease of growth. I do not hand water in between the garden beds very often. There are a few plants that I will hand water, like the calendulas. But this little Anise Hyssop is getting whatever runoff out the bottom of this container that it's growing next to. That's all the water that it really gets. So it's extremely drought tolerant. I did not plant this plant. What happened is I planted seeds of Anise Hyssop in one of my garden beds many years ago, like somewhere around 2009 or 2010, and they flourished in that garden bed. I always kept 2 of them alive and pulled all the rest, and it would just reseed itself over and over. And then it kind of faded out, and it was gone for probably about 5 years. Then for some reason, a seed decided to sprout again, and this is what we have. This is the 3rd year from that reseeding. I do choose 1 or 2 and allow them to grow because they do reseed themselves prolifically. Now this plant is next to my strawberries, and it does get a little bit more water than the other plant. This gets watered by hand about 3 times a week, and as you notice, there's really no difference. They don't get any fertilizer. Like I said, this one reseeded itself from a seed. I don't know even how it appeared here because I didn't put it here. You know, it might have been a seed that was in the compost. It might have been carried by the birds. We don't know. But anyway, if you don't like Anise Hyssop to reseed itself a lot, then just cut off the flower heads before they form seeds, and then you can control it. Now Anise Hyssop is not only easy to grow, beautiful, and useful for the pollinators, it's an excellent medicinal plant, and it's really good in cooking. Now, I don't discuss medicinal uses on my videos because I'm not an expert in that area, but there are plenty of areas where you can go with people who are experts who can help you know whether or not you should be using it medicinally. But culinary-wise, it's a wonderful plant that you can make a tea with. You can take the leaves, steep them in warm water, and just make a tea. You could take the flowers and put them in a salad. And I've heard that the seeds are edible and that they can be used in cooking, like in cookies and muffins. So Anise Hyssop definitely has a lot of uses. It's a beautiful plant, and I highly encourage you to try growing it. Now another thing that I love about Anise Hyssop is it can be closely called a native plant here in Utah. It is not specifically native to Utah, but it's specific to the Midwest, and that's probably why it does so well here. So I would love to hear how you use your Anise Hyssop, if you grow it, and what you like about it. So hopefully this video is helpful for you. If it is helpful, I hope you like, subscribe, share it with your friends, and go have a wonderful garden adventure.